The Frog Pond, a tale by the Abenaki, northeastern American Indians. It's about some frogs, and here they are. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. They lived around the pond. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Plenty of flies. Bzzz. Another fly. Bzzz. They had a chief, an old log. And they loved their chief because they always had plenty of flies and they had a nice pond to swim in. One day the frogs were around, ribbit, 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 when they looked up and saw a big white bird flying down, 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 and landed on the edge of the pond and stood up, waded into the pond, looked around. The frogs looked up at this bird. They had never seen a bird like this before. And they went, "Ooh." And then they looked at their chief, the log, and they went, "Oh." Then they looked at the bird and went, "Ooh." Then they looked at the log and went, "Ooh." Then they looked at the bird and went, "Ooh." Then they looked at the log and went, "Ooh." Then they looked at the bird and went, "Ooh." And they all got the same idea at the same time. You're right. They were going to ask the bird to be their new chief. So one of the frogs hopped up, ribbit, 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 and said, "Will you be our new chief?" And the bird nodded its head. And the frogs were so excited they were hopping all around the pond. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. They had a party. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. They even hopped across their old chief. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. And finally, it was quiet. And the next day, the sun came up. And there's the bird. But there were no frogs. What happened?